up at the IRS. A source tells NBC News President Trump is pulling his pick for acting commissioner of the agency, Gary Shapley, only 3 days after he was handpicked by Elon Musk for that position. Joining me now, we have Jacob Bogage, Congressional Economics Correspondent at the Washington Post. Jacob, welcome. So in your reporting about this, you call Gary Shapley a conservative hero. So what's led to him being ousted?
Yeah, Gary Shapley was the IRS whistleblower that testified in front of Congress about allegations that prosecutors were slow walking an investigation into Hunter Biden's taxes. There is questionable claims whether that was accurate or not, but that really endeared him to Republicans and to the Trump world. And he rose steadily. I mean, when Trump returned to office, a very rapid series of promotions that 3 days ago led to him being installed as acting IRS commissioner, and now he's got the rug pulled out from under him.
Extraordinary. Can you bring us up to speed on the rift between Elon Musk and the Treasury Department?
Elon Musk has had a lot of people inserted at the Treasury Department and especially at the IRS. And it's not just the quantity of people, it's the breadth of control that they have over the agency. At the IRS specifically, Gavin Kleiger was in charge of the massive layoffs that were going to hit like a quarter of the workforce. They were involved in getting rid of the direct file system, the free government-backed system to file your taxes online. All manner of things at the IRS were really taken away from the Treasury Department and given to these Doge actors, and that created a real rift that we're seeing play out right now.
I bet, can I just ask, are the Doge actors, like 18 to 24 years old, as so many of them are throughout the government right now?
They're young guys, but they have experience across the tech sector. Do they have experience in tax administration? Not really.
Let me ask you about something else you're reporting on, and that is the Trump administration official asking the IRS to take a look at the audits of two high-profile friends of President Trump. That would include the MyPillow CEO and election denier, Mike Lindell, who reached out to the IRS. Why were they asked to do it? What did the IRS do with the request?
This is a story that, to me, just keeps getting weirder. Mike Lindell, and I talked to him yesterday, has two problems with the IRS. One, there's an employee retention credit. That's like the Paycheck Protection Program type thing over COVID. He has a question about that. He doesn't like the way it's being assessed. The other, he spent $10 million trying to purchase a cure for COVID-19. It, of course, was not a cure. That substance has expired and is sitting in a Minnesota warehouse. He wants to write it off on his taxes. The IRS isn't sure is going to let him do that. And so he reached out to the IRS and said, why are you giving me such a hard time? That got filtered to the Treasury Department, where a senior official there wrote to the IRS and said, there's a high-profile friend of the president who is being audited and thinks it's inappropriate. Can you review it? What that official has said about that is, well, I wasn't trying to influence the audit. I just wanted to flag it to people so they could send it to the Inspector General and put it through the right channels. The right channel for that, when someone reaches out to the Treasury Department and says, can you help me with the tax audit, is just to say no.
Can I ask you quickly how Lindell responded?
He said it was a big misunderstanding, that he didn't want special treatment, that he never made a request for the Treasury Department to intervene on his behalf.
Okay. Jacob Bogage, thank you so much.